Yeah. What, do they got monkeys working in Thailand? Huh? Everybody's up in arms. They have monkeys working over at Thailand. I got news for you. Put the little assholes to work. You have any idea? You ever go to Thailand? Okay, I haven't, but I've seen people that have. I talk to people. They come and those monkeys will come and steal your wallet. Yeah. Please. Please. Put them to work. That's all there is to it. I could picture the monkey coming home from work. You know? He's like, hey, honey, get me a banana out of the fridge, will you? She's like, oh, what's the matter, George? What happened? He's like, I got written up at work again. Oh, really? How? He's like, I was jerking off all over the floor. Yeah. And the wife's like, oh, really? Again? Yeah. Well, I had my finger halfway up my asshole, and just as the foreman walks out, I'm smelling it. I know. It didn't work out well. Yeah, I know. So I took an acid shit on the floor and then I threw it at him. This type of thing. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Remember your Uncle Milty? She have a picture of like Uncle Milty with the organ grinder. Yeah, that was a job as he eats his banana. His banana and Coke. I don't know. Yeah, everybody, the monkeys are so innocent. Right. As you're walking by with your wife in Thailand, she's got a nice dress on, and you got to see some filthy monkey slagging off onto the sidewalk. Yeah. Oh, they're like bums in California. It's like walking by a tent city. Yeah. Shitting on the floor, this type of thing. I love this tent city thing. It's like, oh yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Get me in this tent city already. I just do whatever I want to do. I shit on the floor. Yeah, it's a party. Yeah, this is not how it works. It's not how it works. Get a fucking jab. As long as I'm working, there's not going to be a tent city. Get the bulldozer down there. Can you imagine? It's like when I went down to Austin and I got like 22-year-old bums coming up to me asking for money. I'm like, how? What? This kid's like in the shape of like, I don't know, Ben Vereen. And he's coming here asking me for money? My God, you look like you could shovel from here to Dallas. Get a shovel! I'm going to hand out shovels. That's what I'm going to do from now on. When I go to Austin, yeah. And everybody's camped out underneath an overpass. Yeah, drinking, doing drugs, firing needles all over the place. Yeah, sure. It's a big party. Now I got to give you beer money? Here's a shovel. I'm going to walk by with a sack of shovels. Start digging. You know why young homeless guys piss me off so much? Because it's like they're in shape. There's like no cortisol exists in their bodies. So they're all ripped to shreds. It's like you're on a low-calorie diet. You're on a low-calorie, high-alcohol diet. It's a dream come true. And you're asking me for money? I want money. Give me money. I gotta deal with a wife and screaming kids? You're underneath this overpass partying? I want money! I gotta hear about monkeys. This is what I got. I got somebody crying to me at work today about the monkeys. Can you believe they're making them work? Fucking make them work! Make them work! They're assholes otherwise. My God. Yeah, well, you go to Thailand, and when you're walking down the street and the monkey runs up and rips your son's Game Boy out of his hand and starts running to the hills. Not that friendly. Not that fucking friendly. I don't know. Can we roll the theme song, please? Somebody, for God's sake. It's not plugged in. We're doing things in reverse order today. I don't know why. Yeah. Callahan here. I'm crying. I don't know why. It's cold out here. All right? It's fucking freezing. We went from sweating out here to now I'm freezing. Yes, Callahan. Scanning for crimes. It's hard to scan for crimes when it's not plugged in. Oh, okay. Just like that was scanning for crimes. Oh. Yeah, it's Halloween today, this morning. I gotta say, I'm brokenhearted. Yeah. I don't even think I would take my son out trick-or-treating. I mean, listen, I'd love to take my son trick-or-treating, but do I want to look like, piece of shit father from hell? I was telling a lady at work today, I said, should I take my son trick-or-treating? I mean, deep down inside, I want to. She's like, well, why don't you see if anybody else goes out and then you go out? I said, because then nobody else will go out. That's how it works. You ever notice that on Halloween? It's almost like everybody's looking out the window to see when the first person is going to go out. And then once the first person goes out, it's like the whole block comes out. It's true. It's true. So I'm not going to be that dad. What do you want from me? I don't even have candy this year. I'm going to have to lock the fucking door. What do you want? Go away. I'm going to hand out vitamin D capsules. Here you go. That's what I got. Vitamins. Oh my God. I got to tell you right now. Halloween used to be. I don't know what Halloween turned into. Okay? When I tell you right now that Halloween used to be like a living nightmare on planet Earth. And it was true. You'd get off the school bus and you were terrified for your life as a young kid. There was a tradition back when I grew up where the older kids would torture the younger kids. You understand? If you were 12 or below, they would torture you. They would run up with the fire extinguisher full of piss. Oh, yeah. They'd nail you with one of those flower socks, like right across the face. You get a chalk. Remember the chalk sock? I haven't seen a chalk sock since the 80s. You haven't lived until you got a chalk sock right across the face. You kidding me? You'd sit there, 5 kids would run up and just start walloping you with chalk socks. And they didn't even really crush up the chalk too good. You understand? Yeah. You walk out of there, tears rolling out of your eyes. I'm never doing Halloween again. Running home to your mother. They would fuck you up. The pickup truck would come by. They had the big fire extinguisher full of piss. Yeah, can you picture this? There's like, 5 18-year-olds dropping a piss inside of one of those hand pump fire extinguishers. And they drive by, you're covered with piss now. It's Halloween. You just got hepatitis A. It's Halloween. Remember Nair? They used to smear Nair in your hair. Oh, you don't remember this? Please. I remember Karen Carlson. They smeared her hair full of Nair. She came into school the next day like she had cancer. Like, Jesus Christ, look at Karen. She's got leukemia. She had like a patch of hair off over here. What a horror. And what did parents do? They didn't do anything. Oh my God. We used to take the shaving cream. You stick the needle in the shaving cream nozzle, and then you take a lighter and you melt the plastic around the needle. Some kids used to be able to get, my shaving cream would spray like maybe 8 feet. Some kids would get that shaving cream to spray it was like 15 feet, like 20 feet. God almighty. Shaving cream in everybody, throwing eggs. No idea. I remember one time we all threw eggs at a bus. The bus driver turns around and chases down. How do you get caught by a school bus? My buddy Chris Lee, by the way, got caught by the school bus. The school bus driver jumped out. He was hiding behind a car. He said, "All right, son, come on." He took him to his house and made him wash the school bus. It's Halloween. Everybody's walking around, with candy sacks and everything like that. And Chris is sitting there hosing off the school bus. You can't. And I think we were still throwing eggs at it. You think it stopped there? Some of my fondest Halloween stories go something like this. My friend, I'm not even going to say his name. I don't want to embarrass him, because this is an embarrassing one. His father had like the old school bay window. It was like single pane glass, with the wooden frame. You remember those houses with the old school? That was back when, you got a bay window. Remember in the 80s, all of a sudden everybody had a bay window because vinyl windows and this type of thing. But this was the old school bay window. Like maybe if you got a bay window in the 60s or the 70s, all right? Very energy inefficient. I mean, you might as well just leave the front door open in the wintertime. So his father would stretch plastic over the bay window. It's like, get the fucking window fixed. Stop stretching plastic over the window. He would stretch plastic over it, staple it into the frame. That way there was like a double barrier. There was like an air gap inside that would insulate the main window. Anyhow, we're all walking down the street, and all of a sudden, this is a friend of ours, this house right here. But for some reason, somebody decided to unload eggs on the house. Somebody starts chucking eggs at his house. So, once one person starts throwing eggs, everybody has to. I didn't, because this happened to be a good friend of mine. All right, so I wasn't in it. But you know what? That's why it's so funny that we're just so close to monkeys. Because all of a sudden they just started egging his house like a bunch of monkeys would. All right? Now the father comes darting. The father comes darting out of the house, okay? Now we're talking about, this guy's pushing 300 pounds, all right? And he starts running like Lawrence Taylor. And you can tell, like, maybe the last time he ran was when he was 15. All right? Just saying. Now, here's the biggest mistake adults make in life. They're going to try to run down teenagers. You understand? This is like a rhino is going to run down a gazelle. That's what's going to happen right now. It got to the point where he's chasing us down the block, cursing, "You motherfuckers, you fucking mother," this, that, the other thing. We all got masks on. He doesn't know who we are. It got to the point where we were running. I say we, not me, of course. We were running backwards and throwing eggs at him and hitting him. You gotta be kidding me. That was a lesson I learned in my life. Never, as an adult, chase down teenagers. Just don't do it. Don't. I know you're pissed. Go fix your plastic window. All right, go get the hose out, fix it. Stop chasing. Then he ran out of breath. It was just embarrassing. He's covered in eggs. We're laughing. That's the coup de grace. He's cursing. He just got home from work, by the way. All right? He just wants to relax. You know, it's Halloween. He's gonna crack open a beer. He's gonna sit on the bar and lounge you. You know? He's gonna turn on Jeopardy. This type of thing. Now he's at the end of his rope. He's out of breath. He's covered in egg. And he's got a bunch of teenagers laughing at him. Guy, give it up. Give it up. I learned a big lesson that day. I'm not chasing down any teenagers. Oh, the other magic moment is me and Phil. We're trick-or-treating. Now it's like, of course, it's like 9 o'clock at night. We used to trick-or-treat till like 11 o'clock at night. Now it's like once the sun goes down, everybody's gone these days. We're trick-or-treating. We're at this guy's door. Now it's cold. Like it is fucking now. And a pickup truck full of guys drives by. They whip eggs at us. And one of the eggs goes, "Badoo!" and goes right through the guy's vinyl siding. It made a hole like this. Right through the vinyl siding, and the egg inside just dripped down. Thinking about it now, that guy must have been smelling eggs for like the next 3 weeks. It went from that really strong egg smell to rotten eggs in his house. Yes. Well, on the outside of his house, every time he walked up the door. And then the pickup truck just disappears. And the guy comes to the door. "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "We didn't do it. We didn't do it." A truck drove by. And then he saw the vinyl siding and he's like, "Motherfucker!" I love Halloween. Roll the theme song. Yeah, baby, come on. All right, shut up. All right. I know it's Ozzy, but you're giving me a headache. Then there was the time that there was a cop car driving by, and we all egged the cop car, and the cop car comes to a screeching halt. Both guys jump out of the car. They leave the doors open because they see my buddy Frank. Both doors open. They jump out, go tearing ass after my friend Frank. My friend Frank takes off like Ben Johnson. And we all run up on the cop car and just start egging the inside of the cop car. All over the radios, the inside of the windshield. You had to see it. It was like a Tyrannosaurus Rex just sneezed inside the car. Then we all took off. They get done chasing down my friend. They catch him. They bring him back to the car. The car's annihilated. They drive him home, and they make him clean out the car. You can't. This is Halloween gold. It's Halloween gold. Oh my God. What do you think happened to Frank? This is how badass Frank was. Frank was out later on that day. So, I had to wash out the car. Like, wouldn't parents ground you for something like that? Wouldn't you get grounded for like assaulting the cops, and then the cops bring you home to your parents. I would have been fucking grounded forever. He's out later on that night. Yeah, it fucking sucked. I had to wash the radios. Oh my God, my hands are freezing. All right, here we go. You ready for this? Yeah, we can have garage sailing. We finally, got the opportunity to do some work around here, which is what I really like. So, how are we going to start this? We're going to start it like this. This is my favorite part, by the way. You know what? A bag of stainless steel bolts. I know. You're falling asleep. I gotta tell you something right now. This is why I get excited. You know how much you pay for stainless? Let me tell you something right now. You go to Home Depot, you're paying like 75 cents a bolt. Look at this fucking bag. Come on. This bag. Oh, yeah, come on. There's got to be like 100 in there. 150? 100. 100 in there. Stainless steel bolts, for God's sakes. You do the math. They're getting you for 50 cents a piece at least. So, I know. Is anybody still there? Here we go. Another thing, this is why I shouldn't be allowed to go to garage sales anymore. Because I have no room. You understand? I told my wife the other day, I said, I have no room anymore. We got to move out. I don't know. We got to do something. I need a 2-car garage. I told her, I said, if I had a 2-car garage, I could take over the world. And I'm telling you that right now. I always said that. I'm gonna start a factory inside the garage, and I'm either gonna produce something, or something's got to happen. I just need space. There's no limit. There's no limit to what you can do if you just have the room to do it. Anyhow, here we go. Guys, I know. It's a bag of helicoils. But they're brand new. They're brand new. What am I supposed to do? Permacoils. Yeah. This is like how you're changing your exhaust manifold. I don't know if you've done that lately, and you snap a bolt. Yeah, you drill it out and then you put in a helicoil. So I was like, because I'm always changing exhaust manifolds, I need an entire sack of helicoils. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. But what am I supposed to do? $2. $2. What am I supposed to do? Supposed to leave it there? All right. We go to this next guy's house. All right. It was a woman. I asked her if she's got any video games. She's got the whole, it was like the Frankie Valli crew over here on the front lawn. Yeah, you're gonna see this in Lindenhurst, all right? I got news for you right now. I don't know my neighbor over here from like a can of soda. And my neighbor over here, I have no idea. All I see is pot smoke coming out from over the fence. I don't know them. I don't say hello. It's not because I don't want to say hello. And the guy back here smokes cigarettes and hangs onto a railing. You never saw anything like this in your life. The guy's got to be 350. He comes out the back door. He comes waddling out the back door. He holds onto his railing like this, and he smokes cigarettes. You ever see these guys? You're like, how many hours does he have left at this point? He's just like, and then he yells at the dog, Brutus. Brutus! 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 you say, it's amazing the lives some people live. And then in the morning, it's great in the summertime because you get to hear this with all the windows open in the house. You hear them hack coughing. Like, you know how these heavy smokers wake up and they start hack coughing? To me, it doesn't bother me. As a matter of fact, it's very satisfying when that hunk of flesh finally rips out from the bottom and comes up, and then you hear him spit it into the toilet. But my wife is practically throwing up. You know when in Stand By Me when everybody starts throwing up at the blueberry pie contest, this guy hacking, and then I just watch my wife, and she's like, she can't take any type of hacking. So these are priceless moments that I live for. You get it? All right. So you got in Lindenhurst, very Italian neighborhood. Okay, and all the Italian guys, they're very good neighbors with each other. It's great. They have it's like a club. I remember I dated this girl. Her father was Italian, and they would have barbecues, and all the neighborhood Italian guys would come over, and they would start doing what do they call that? Doo-wop in the backyard. Oh yeah, it was like we do the hop. No, they don't do the hop. What was it? What was one of the songs that they would do? What was the fucking? They would do doo-wop. Can't think of a fucking doo-wop song right now. I used to love in Goodfellas when they walk into the back of they go through the back restaurant to the bar, and they're gonna go out into the cocktail room there. It's like, oh no, the wedding. My love, my life. But they'd all be just singing doo-wop. So here was a group of guys, they're like ready to break out into doo-wop over here, all right? And a guy overhears me, he goes, oh, you're looking for video games? He goes, I got a Game Boy. Like, this is Lindenhurst, all right? So I say, oh yeah? And he goes to his house and he comes back with this right here. It's a Nintendo DS. Black. Not the stylus. I smashed my finger with a hammer. Now I have like a broken fingernail that's regrowing, so I can't do anything with it. I can't even pick my nose properly. There we go. Yeah, the DS. I don't know if it works. They usually do. This one's pretty clean. No charge or anything like that. So I gave him the old, hey, do you know if it works? She's like, I don't know. I said, wait. I said, do you have the power cord for it? He's like, no. I said, you take $10 for it? Yeah. That's it. I had $10. I don't know. There you go. All right. Then we went over to West Islip. I need coffee. All right. Here we go. And guy has a Super Nintendo Classic. Yeah. So I go up there and I'm like, this is what I do. I said, oh, look at that. That's a Super Nintendo Classic. He comes running over. He's like, yeah, there goes Rita. Now he's going to sell me. Yeah, it's brand new. We never took it out of the box. He's like, that thing costs like $85 brand new. So right away I take it, I put it down, and I walk away. I just like that. I go, oh yeah. And I put it down and I walk away. And I start looking at other stuff. And I could see he's like deflated because I guess I wasn't interested. So then I come back to it and I'm like, how much you want for that thing? That's what I do. I call it a thing. Now I'm gonna basically, devalue it with my vocabulary. What do you want for that thing? And or maybe I'll say to my son, hey, Tony, you want that thing? Yeah, I got nicknames for my son. I call him Tani. I call him Tantoon. I call him Zanzoon. I call him Tunti. I call him Zanzunti. Yes. Tanis. Tanis Tunhanis. It's always a nickname. I don't know what it is. And the people ask me, like when I walk home with the other parents, I say, hey, Tani, come on, cross the street. Cross the street. They say, what did you say, Tommy? I said, no, Tani. And they're like, what is that? I was like, that's Tantoon. And they're like, what? Yeah, Tani Zunhani? I said, it's just a name, a nickname. When you have a child, there's a certain nickname that comes into your mind. We called him when he was an infant, we called him Tunti. I said, that's Tunti. Say, Tunti, come Tunti. You hold him. It's like, that's Tunti. Hi, Tunti. This type of thing. It just happens naturally. You have little nicknames for your children. It just that's what happens. And now when he's old, I call him Tani. I say, Tani, come here. I never call my kid Max. Never. Unless I'm in the principal's office with him. I don't know. I'm going to call him Tani then. Tantoon, come here. What? All right. So I'll say, hey, Tani, you want this thing? And so I say, how much you want for it? He goes, trying to get 25. I said, all right. And I kind of turn around and I'm like, how about 15? You think 15 for it? And he had to sit there and think about it. Now this is early in the morning, so he's probably doing the logic program in his head. Well, it's early, maybe I can get 25 for it. People, he's like, all right, take it. 15. Super Nintendo Classic. Listen, this is great. This is great if you want your kid to play retro consoles like the Super Nintendo, okay? And you don't want them fucking up your retro hardware. Yeah. It's like, this is great. I don't need my son bashing my copy of Super Metroid, into the cartridge port backwards, right, until the chip inside shatters. So here we go. He loves this thing, and I like it too. I'll jump in and play a little Donkey Kong Country with him. This is where I was introduced to Donkey Kong Country. It's a great game. It's a great game. Where's rock and roll racing though? Come on! For Christ's sake. All right. We roll up on another garage sale. Young couple. And I was very excited to see this stuff out on the table there. Because you really don't ever see this stuff out on the table there. So here we go. We got some Game Boy games. There we go. All right. WWF Superstars. NBA All-Star Challenge. Infogenius Personal Organizer. What? I'd love to see like the dad that bought the Game Boy for their kid with under the clause that, well, I'm going to use it for my personal organizer as well. Can you imagine somebody relying on a Game Boy? Like you go to the office and he's got a Game Boy out. It's my personal organizer. Oh, really, Jeff? You're fired. Yeah. Pack up your desk. Solar Striker. For some reason, this is like the Game Boy game that you run into all the time, right? Am I wrong? Solar Striker. Yes. Play action football. And Bart Simpson Escape from Camp Deadly. What is this? Infinite Lives. What is it, like a little code sticker for the back of the Game Boy? That's ingenious, by the way. Alrighty. Then, I know. Listen, it's Wheel of Fortune. For $1. Okay? At this point, am I gonna leave with the instruction manual? Am I gonna leave a Nintendo game there for $1? Am I gonna leave it there? Maybe I should. RC Pro-Am. Yes, RC Pro-Am. We're going to have to do a show about RC Pro-Am. Okay, because this game is linked with a few other games that everybody should know about. Yes. This was one of those Nintendo tapes where you would go flipping through somebody's shoebox full of Nintendo tapes. And there was always a copy of RC Pro-Am in there. There was a copy of RC Pro-Am. There was always like a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. There was always Contra. There was just one of these staple games. RC Pro-Am's a great game, except for the fact that the yellow car was so cheap. Do you remember that? Do you remember getting really far in RC Pro-Am and the game got super cheap? And it was always the yellow car. Christ. And I know, Vegas Dreams. And then we got baseball here. But everything was individually priced. You ready? 75 cents. Okay? We're talking, it was like $1. 50 cents, you know. These are the kind of prices I love to see. 50 cents. So everything came out. Oh, by the way, we got this Phaser guitar pedal. I don't know why. I don't know why. $5. I don't play guitar, but I couldn't walk away from it. So anyhow, everything you see here came out to like, I don't know, $13? $14, and then the girl says, "Oh, just give me 12." And I was like, "Okay, that's great." I mean, so listen, nothing really spectacular there, but you know, I don't know. Okay, here's where things get very, very exciting. Oh yeah, this is something that I've been waiting for the show. I was gonna go out and buy one, But I said, you know what? Stop with buying a CB radio at this point. Who are you, Smokey and the Bandit? I said, let's wait till we find one at the garage sales. Because these things are basically falling out of it. You go to a garage sale, they fall out of a tree and hit you on the head. There's so many CB radios out there. Yes. This is something that we're going to hook up. And my whole plan here is to terrorize the CB community when we come out here in the morning. That's right. I'm going to put an antenna on top of the roof here. And we're just going to terrorize people on the CB. This is what I used to do when I was a kid. I had a home base unit. We're talking about, I don't know how old I was. 15, 16. Oh, jeez. I had a home base CB radio. And you got to understand something. A CB radio basically puts out 4 watts. According to FCC regulations. And according to FCC regulations, a standard CB radio puts out 4 watts. But there was a thing you could add to a CB radio called a heater. Yes, and it was an amplifier for the CB radio. Illegal, but let's face it. By the 90s, did anybody... was the FBI going after people on CBs? So what people would do is they'd put a heater on their radio, and it made me realize that the CB community were a bunch of fucking assholes and scumbags. Because what they would do is they would fire up their heaters and they would step all over the mud ducks. If you didn't have an amplifier, you were considered a mud duck. So it's basically a big nerd. If you're a computer nerd, you're a legitimate nerd. Okay? If you're a CB nerd, this is the rare type of nerd. I don't know if you've ever seen it before. These are grown men that think they're cool because they can press this button and ruin another person's transmission. Do you get what I'm talking about here? So as soon as I realized that this was what this community was about, I would just get on and harangue everybody. And it got to the point where one night I was just haranguing everybody. You know, I would get on. My call was, I was the baker. All right? I know, I worked in a bakery. What the fuck do you want from me? I had nothing else going on in my life. It's like, I'd be like, this is the baker, the boom boom shaker, the mightiest, the mud ducks, the prince of pounders, the king of calibration. And everybody would step all over me. But then, you know, I'd tell them they're an asshole, go fuck their mother, this type of thing. It was wonderful. And they'd get mad. Fuck you. Yeah, you smell like shit. I mean, what are you going to do? This type of stuff. So, that's right. So what would happen is, when you would fire up your CB radio, it would show your signal strength right here. And that was called the pound meter. What I didn't realize is that by you talking on a CB and somebody receiving the transmission, they could triangulate your position and figure out where you live. So one night during some heated conversation over the CB radio, all of a sudden I see like headlights outside. And I look out my Venetian blinds and I see like 5 diesel pickup trucks outside with CB antennas coming off it. And I was like, oh shit. I shut off my CB, I turned off the lights, and I got into bed. I was like, please go away. Please go away. I'm underneath my covers. Yeah. They went away. It took me about a half an hour to fire that CB back on again. Hey, where'd you go, assholes? It was magic. It was magic on the CB. So anyway, here we go. Now, I'm wondering if it works. I have a plug here. Maybe this will work. I don't know. 12 volt plug. Let's just briefly. Here we go. I'll try not to get across the wires. Are we on? We're on. I don't know which way these wires go. We'll try it out. Whoa! We paid $5 for it, so, you know, listen. Let me get that backwards. Here we go. Oh, we're on. Oh, God, I'm so glad this works. There we go. What's your 20, bed sores? Yeah. All right. So we'll get that fired up. We'll get an antenna, and then we'll get on and we'll make somebody's life miserable. That'll be the whole plan. You know, maybe every morning we can torture somebody. That'll be the plan. Yeah. Anyhow, and here we go. We tracked down that. This was a package deal for $10. So CB radio, and then we got this. Look at this beautiful looking police scanner. Do you understand? I love police scanners because when I was a kid, you know, I got a police scanner for Christmas. My whole plan, I was going to be Batman. You know, I was going to hear the call. I was going to learn the call numbers. By the way, Van Halen 5150. 5150 means criminally insane. Yeah. So I was going to learn all the calls, you know, 187. 187. That's, you know, 187 on a motherfucking cop. Yeah, we know. Homicide, right? 187? I don't know. I was going to learn all the call numbers. Then I was going to get on my bicycle and I was going to go over there like Batman and I was going to help the cops out. You understand? But basically what happened was it was like car accidents and I'd go over there and I'd just be like on my bike and it'd be a car accident. I'd be sitting there eating now and laters. Great now and laters. Like, all right, you boys need any help? You let me know. I got a bicycle. I got a tire tube repair kit here. If you need it. Yeah. All right. See you tomorrow night. Yeah. Officer Jabroni here. Anyhow, I got the antenna out in the car. Let me go get it. I'm getting to that age where you start running. I'm running out there like I'm 12 years old. And the knees are like, yeah, you really shouldn't be running. You go VHF. Look at that antenna, by the way. That's a beauty. Look at that antenna. Yeah, because this is exactly what I need around here. Another police scanner. Let's see how it works. If it does work at all. All right, squelch down. Here we go. Oh, it works. Auto, squelch up. Here we go. We're scanning for crimes. We are scanning for crimes. All right, we got UHF, VHF. Let's try. Yeah. Manual selector. All right. I mean, what are you going to do? There you go. We're scanning for crimes. Just like that. Okay. So, hey, listen, I got to tell you something, guys. This is why I need to have my garage sale license revoked. Okay? Because we bought this, and I have no idea why. All right, it was $5. I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist. I'm only human. Do you get it? So, it's a television. And my main curiosity, oh, that's great. My main curiosity was, what happens when you turn on an old TV? It's got UHF, VHF, right? This was like Cablevision when we were kids to have UHF. Sometimes you could find a channel. I remember it had 99 channels. This one has... This one has UHF, 99 channels. So I was just so curious to find out, number one, if it works. Number two, if you can actually pick up anything these days. It's got volume, tone. I mean, look at this thing. It's got this tuning knob up here for the stereo. And this is a quality made piece. Something about it says quality to me. You really, back when this was made, you really couldn't probably buy junk. It's Sears Roebuck. Sears Roebuck. Sears Roebuck. So here we go. Now, to my horror, we paid $5 for it. To my horror, I take the back cover off. Yeah. Expecting to find, like, you know, oh, the power cord, right? Jesus, my hands are so cold right now. Oh. Yeah, it takes 9D batteries. Yes, so thank you. Thank you for that. Sears Roebuck. Oh, I gotta warm my hands. So I'm like, I don't even know if the thing works. So I go down to the Home Depot. I go to buy D batteries. You buy D batteries lately? Number one, here's the coup de grace. It takes 9D batteries. How many D batteries do you think come in a pack over there? 8. How much do you think a package of D batteries costs? $16.99. So you're welcome, okay? So I had to buy 2 packages of D batteries. This is, I'm in 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, $36 in batteries. $36 in batteries. And $5. We're in $42. Am I doing my math right? $41. We're in $41, so I can see if this TV works. Where's Johnny Blake? Let's not fool around here. I figured maybe we'll turn it on and, like, Bewitched will be on. Or the Honeymooners. It's in my eyes, for some reason, I feel like this is going to be like turning on a time machine. And I think we're in for a horrendous disappointment. Well, so my hands are cold. Let's touch freezing cold batteries. This will be fun. All right. Look at this. It has plastic tubes that you put the batteries in. What the hell goes on here? All right. We'll do it your way. Actually, not a bad idea. Look at that. All right. All right. You go in like this. Not bad. Not bad. There goes the case. 1, 2, 3. As I load my 401k into plastic sleeves. You go this way. Right? Okay. Just checking to see if my camera and my microphone are fucking me tender. And there we go. This is high voltage, baby. Oh, we were supposed to go up with the first one. All right. Slight correction here. You go up. You go in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get the old battery cover on. Are you guys ready? We're going to watch TV. Can you imagine? This is like something that you're gonna have to explain to your kids. We used to watch TV. Let's jack this up a little bit with this Xbox here. Let's see here. Oh yeah. You ready, guys? You want to watch a little TV? Antenna goes up. Whoa, what an antenna! Here we go. Here we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. The radio. Hold on. To adjust the tone. All right, let's go straight to TV, all right? Oh! What happened? Oh, it's on! I had to warm up! Oh, look at this. All right. Now we're on... Are we on UHF? Oh, brightness, contrast, brightness, that's nice. Contrast, that's good. All right. What's this? Radio tuner. Nothing? Oh. All right, we're in UHF. You know, I halfway expected to turn this on. And it would be like they're trying to take over your brain. You know, they're using social media and Wi-Fi and 5G to take over your brain. I know. Hold on a second here. Come on. We almost got something. Come on. Oh, maybe the scan is interfering. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we're at 100. Doing with my life. Come on, I just want something to tune in. Something, anything. Channel 11, you can always get something on Channel 11. Alright, Jesus Christ. Highly disappointing. Maybe we get something on the old,
吃的身份万制长篇。I truly hope
that our department can be cast for the friendly ghost and not a threatening, scary ghost.
Says Suffolk County Police Chief Stuart Cameron as he talks about Operation Ghost, where officers will be checking establishments on Halloween, making sure they are complying with COVID safety rules.
This is why we're paying our taxes. Are you kidding me? Guys, what do you want me to tell you right now? I think what we need to do right now, that was highly disappointing. I think we need to play a little Aussie Pro-Am. Picture time! Wait a second. Controller. So, fun fact, the last time we were out here drinking that, when I opened up that bottle of wine, it actually hit the side, the cork hit the side of our game station and blew the panel off. And not only that, it pushed on the SD card and the SD card clicked out, and that's why picture wasn't working. Can you believe that? So I went back and I looked at the film. The film. Yes. And you could see it happen. Like, what kind of luck is that? This was kind of... would you even call that luck? All right, let's get plugged in over here. We're piped in. Let me think of the music. That's right. Ding 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 ding. Let's see Pro-Am, baby. R. Yes. RC. Aussie. Well, what? What? Aussie Pro-Am? Is it under P? What? Aussie Pro-Am. Okay. I don't know why it's positioned there, but okay. Here we go. What is that? A Mercedes? Or a Mazda, perhaps? All right. Yes. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, still got it. Oh. Oh, it used to bum me out when you would miss the engine parts. Come on. Oh, yes. Where's the engine? Oh, missed it. Are you kidding me? What is this, 2-lap race? All right, here we go. Yep, see, we got tires. Oh, I remember all these tracks. I remember them. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, you got a horn. Later, suck. Bitch. Come on. Here we go. It's always the yellow guy. Oh, yeah. Come on, first place, baby. Here we go. Oh! Out of here! Guys, you get the picture. That's all right. We got a turbo. What do you want from me? Do you realize that you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K bass! We'll see you next time.